Welcome, world, to the ISDC in Houston, Texas. I am Herschel KG, and today I have
Damon Carter.
Damon Carter. Tell me who you are, please.
Again, I'm Damon Carter, originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Been in Charlotte, North Carolina since 1992, co-founder of Purple Charlotte Steppers Club. I'm a master instructor for Chicago Step and Detroit Ballroom. Received my certifications in ballroom from North to South Connection, headed by Donald Gardner and Ed Anderson.
Okay.
And received my certification for Chicago Stepping from Cynthia Shanks and Stan Bailey out of Chicago, and original style Chicago Stepping.
Okay. So if one wanted to become a master.
Also, I'm sorry, I forgot.
No problem.
We're at my event, so I'm co-owner of the ISDC and owner of the Titans Weekend, and we recently acquired the Legacy Ball in Atlanta, so we'll be hosting that in 2023.
Seems like you got a lot of things up on your plate, huh?
Yeah, I've got a lot to do. Got to stay busy. We really want to keep the dance culture alive, keep the integrity of the dance culture, and grow instructors and grow the culture itself with more participants.
All right. Speaking of instructors, I want to go back to you being a master instructor. I want to know, how does one become a master instructor?
Well, I became a master instructor based on the criteria of North to South Connection and Stan and Cynthia, according to their curriculum of original style Chicago Stepping. So originally I was, again, studying with Donald, and started teaching in Charlotte, like I said, in 2004. And after some years of going back and forth to Cleveland, Ohio, studying with Donald and studying with Ed, Donald approached me about becoming a certified instructor because of what he saw the contribution that we were bringing, growing a community in the South. At that time, there were no classes as far as Chicago Step and Detroit Ballroom in North or South Carolina, and we were growing the community grassroots, and they invested a lot of time into teaching me, their teaching techniques. Again, approached me about becoming a certified instructor, went through that process. Ed and Donald met me in Detroit. I went through a 2-hour class, a workshop that I had to teach. They observed me. Afterwards, they made the decision to make me a certified instructor. That certification was actually authorized by the City Council of Detroit. And then from there, 2 years later, they brought me back to do a whole weekend of workshops, 2 hours each day, 4 hours on the last day, to become a certified master instructor. And after that weekend, they gave me the title of master instructor. So next would be the title of grandmaster instructor.
Man, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do it. And again, I probably could. Ain't no telling.
Oh no, you can do it. You can do it.
So normally I have been asking people how did they get introduced to ISDC, but I think I could ask a different question.
Okay.
How did International Swing Dance Championships become?
So it originally was MSIDC,
Okay.
MSISDC, and that original conception, the team that put that together kind of dissipated, and then Tina Morales came in, picked up the pieces from that, reorganized it, called it the ISDC, and then originally it was in Dallas, moved it from Dallas to Houston, and that was roughly 5 years ago. She did that. During that time of transition, I was in Houston teaching regularly, or just about every 2 weeks. Flew in for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years, and was building the ballroom culture, and had opportunity to meet Tina, talk to her on a regular basis. And we sat down and thought it would be a good collaboration for us to work together to grow the event here in Houston, and for us to bring our influence from the East Coast and pull that over to Texas. And so we sat down, talked about it, and decided that we would work together. And actually, she walked up to me and she said, "We're going to be in business together," just out of the blue. And then from there, we worked it out, and now the rest is history. I'm here, and really enjoyed Texas and learning the different dance styles, learning the people. The people here are so warm and beautiful. So I'm glad to be a part of it and to be a leader in this community.
Okay. So speaking from your organization, Purple Charlotte Steppers Club, what all dance styles do you teach at Purple Charlotte's?
Currently, we teach Chicago Step and Detroit Ballroom and line dancing.
Okay.
So our hope in 2022 is to start introduced DFW swing out. That would be the next dance, and then hand dance.
Okay.
So Bradford Lawrence out of Washington D.C. is one of my mentors, and I've been working with him for a few years studying hand dance, and we think it's time for us to now do what we call a dance exchange. He's going to start teaching Detroit Ballroom in Washington, and we're going to bring hand dance and DFW swing out to Carolina.
Okay. Well, with the switching, I guess I can go over to the next question.
Okay.
Where would you like to see the dance world in the next 5 to 20 years?
Well, the next 5 years, I want to see. I want us to bring more structure and organization to instruction.
Okay.
First, I believe that the better we get at organizing a solid foundation of what instruction looks like, and a process of certifying instructors from each dance genre, and having a governing body that can kind of guide that and control kind of where it's going, so that we don't have all of these offshoots of people watching YouTube videos and then starting a class, and people, falling into that, I guess, into false prophecy. And so I would like to see that within the next 5 years, and we're working really hard to establish that by building relationships with instructors and starting the conversation of organizing. I believe organization will allow us to work more effectively in promoting the dance and bringing others into the community. In the next 20 years or so, 10 to 20 years, I plan, on the community being more active on an international platform, having DFW swing out, Chicago Step and Detroit Ballroom taught in countries all over the world, just like Lindy Hop. Lindy Hop is taught all over the world. With the difference being, I want us to control the narrative. Just like in the jazz world and in the Lindy Hop world, African Americans built this beautiful art form, and then it was, I guess we gave it or allowed it to be integrated into society, in which kind of pushed us out of it and didn't allow access. So I don't want that to happen with.
Did they give it to them, or was they pushed out?
I think, we look at Lindy Hop, you got to think about the era.
At the time, yes.
That it started. Although black people gave America, gave the world this beautiful art form, we didn't have access to film. We didn't have access to media at that time. And of course, the narrative was changed because of the time, segregation, racism, and all of that. The narrative was changed, and a lot of white people and people of other ethnicities came into the dance culture of Lindy Hop and assumed, without knowing the history, that it was started by white people because that's all they saw. Just like in jazz now, there are a lot of jazz artists, but it's dominated by people from other ethnicities. So seeing that and knowing the history of that, we can plan better for the future. And so I want to grab hold of it, organize it, and push it in a direction where we control the narrative. Being able to produce films that for Netflix, being able to control the music narrative and the artists that are creating music for the different genres that we represent, and just staying ahead of that, and then creating a structure so that we can move it from one generation to the next generation.
Okay.
So that's where the dance will be in the next 20 years.
All right. So for the questions that I didn't ask you, is there anything that you would like to tell the world about yourself or the dance culture itself? Me and my wife were talking earlier today, and I've been teaching for 18 years now, and I realized that I've been so immersed in it, it's hard to kind of see the forest for the trees. So I've been in the forest so long, and I've only been seeing the trees. And now I have a broader vision of what the dance community can be, and understanding more of how this is part of my legacy now. I'm one of the few promoters and instructors who have a presence in multiple cities, and not just in hosting events, but in developing instructors and introducing people to the dance culture. So I would say, I would want people to know that I believe my primary role in the dance community is of ambassador and of a forward thinker to move and propel the dance culture forward, grow it by leaps and bounds, and allow it to be an integral part of our society. It's like we talked to Denise Men's Harris earlier today. We have to have the dance component, which is our social, our way of socially interacting with each other, but then add in the social responsibility component, whether that's activism, whether that's political organizing, things of that nature, where we're not just dance, but we're actually making a difference in the community and having a purposeful experience and a purposeful life in this community.
Okay. That's good. So, far as an, let me see. Matter of fact, we're going to go here with it, because you've been telling us everything about yourself. Now I just want to know, just a fun question.
Okay.
Don't get yourself in trouble, because I know your wife is somewhere around
Okay.
the area, okay? If you could dance with anybody, any celebrity in the world, who would it be? And why?
Any celebrity in the world.
Any. I thought you said any at first. like I said, not your wife.
Yeah, because she is a celebrity.
She is a celebrity.
Celebrity. Any celebrity in the world. Who would I want to dance with? I want to say Michelle Obama.
Oh, man, that's two for Michelle Obama this weekend.
Yeah. But I would say, for selfish reasons, I would want to dance with Beyonce or Oprah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oprah's new.
Yeah.
Oprah's very new.
Yeah. Yeah, she has a huge platform. So if I can get her hooked on the dance,
You're right. You're right.
we're going to take off.
You're right on that. So would you like to thank anybody for helping you out or becoming who you are today?
Oh, yeah, of course. First, my wife, she when she came into my life, she brought a new focus, allowed me to sit down and really gather my thoughts and pivot into a direction that was more prosperous, not just financially, but spiritually, emotionally. So I really thank her for that. For the dance community, I want to thank, I appreciate all of our support team, you and Tiffany, all of our instructors in Charlotte, Tina and Karen here in Houston, and of course all of the instructors who I've been able to interact with to have meaningful conversations, dialogue about the dance community, advice, and all of the things that are now solidifying itself into a grander vision.
Okay.
So I just thank everybody, especially that's coming out during this time in the world to support what we're doing here in Houston. This is the first event that we've hosted since the pandemic, and we're looking forward to what 2022 is going to bring, and we're just hoping to take the support that we're here and continue the momentum and move it throughout the country and back into North Carolina for our event in August, Titans 2022.
What day?
That's going to be August 19th through August 23rd.
Now I know.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know.
Yeah.
Can you tell the viewers where to find you at?
Of course, Facebook, Purple Charlotte Steppers Club. Then on Instagram and YouTube, we're going to be Purple Charlotte Steppers Club as well. Instagram, Purple Charlotte Steppers Club. So just website, you can check us at purplecharlotte.com. And we're starting an online platform within the next 6 to 8 weeks. We're going to be launching that. So we're looking forward to that. That website will be Purple Dance Academy. On there, we're going to have our full curriculum of Detroit Ballroom and Chicago Stepping, and have master workshops with other instructors from around the country. And hopefully by mid-year, we want to have an online instructor certification process in place.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to get a little personal.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Okay.
Would you like to tell people things that they don't, that you normally wouldn't tell anybody else? Things about you personally?
Well, I've always been involved in the arts. So from
third grade on, I've been involved in the arts. First as dancer, I was classically trained and did that for several years, and then transitioned into theater, acting, and from there transitioned into music, and that's kind of where I landed. So I was an upright bass player. I am an upright bass player. I played with the Cleveland Orchestra, Youth Orchestra. Had a band when I was in college, toured with D'Angelo for a year or so. My band went on tour for a while. So music.
You talking D'Angelo, the naked D'Angelo? That's the one you talking about?
Yeah. We were one of his opening bands for Side Stage when he went on tour when he did the Brown Sugar album.
Yeah.
So our band went on tour with him for a few months, and great experience there. And then when I was in high school, I took a picture at the Cleveland Institute of Music, and eventually that picture landed in the Webster Dictionary. So if you look up double bass in the Children's Dictionary, Webster's Children's Dictionary, you'll see a picture of me there at 15 years old.
You didn't have that Don Cornelius haircut.
No, I didn't have that. I had the ramp. I had the flat top with the ramp. It was about that high.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
I had a little 70s cut.
And then a lot of people, I do. Dance is a huge part of what I do from day to day, but also my wife and I started a construction company, Covine Construction. So
okay.
I'm a general contractor, and we do specialize in commercial and land development.
Okay. I don't think you said anything about that company on the interview as well.
Oh, okay.
If anybody need their house renovated or anything,
anything like
that.
Yeah, a real estate agent as well.
Like,
so
you might as well put it out there for the world, since you're already here.
Hey, if you're looking for a home in North South Carolina, I'm a broker in North South Carolina with Dr. and Associates. We're getting ready to hopefully open up a new office in Gastonia where we're currently living. And then our website for our construction site is Covine Construction, Kovine, covineconstruction.com. So we build homes and on one side, and then I believe we build and change lives on the other side.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Damon Carter.
I appreciate it,
Mr.
Herschel.
Magic himself.
Yes, sir.
And I wish you luck in all your endeavors.
I appreciate it.
Endeavors.
Hey,
I couldn't even get that right.
Don't worry about it. Hey, thank you for taking the road with me.
No problem at all. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
This next presentation